Hey guys, I'm Fisher back here again today. Coming back to you guys with another deck profile of my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck anyways. I did add some more stuff to the deck, so yeah, and then I also have this nice Rakdos playmat of a friend of mine who lent it to me for this video. So yeah, those of you who play Magic, you'll know what Rakdos is, but Rakdos is just stuff. But so for the dragons, I'm playing triple copies of Blue Eyes. This is a must-have. You have to play this. There is no exception. You can't play this card any higher than 2. You have to play this at least at 3. There are no exceptions to it. I'm trying to get my hands on a playset of Alti Blue Eyes White Dragons, even though I only have 2, and then I have this nice, sexy in front of the world art. So yeah, I am playing Chaos Max, of course. This is a Chaos Max build, so I do have to run Chaos Max Dragon just because, you know, I kind of have to. I am playing Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Levianeer is very helpful because just easy summon, easy XC fodder, all that good stuff. I'm playing 1 copy of Arcblade Dragon. I'm playing this just because, like, it's just there, something to revive my stuff with. I did also decide to play Crystal Dragon because this I actually brought this deck to YCS Düsseldorf last weekend, and I did decide to play Crystal Dragon just because I could, and then it actually was very helpful because it brought me to all these except for the Arcblade Dragon. I also did decide to play double copies of Deep Eyes White Dragon. Whenever I summoned this card, it was basically game, just because a lot of the dragons in my graveyard are different names, so you're definitely going to want to run those. I did also decide to play 1 of each of the stones, of 1 Stone of Legend, 1 Stone of Ancients. I like the 1-in-1 ratio a lot, just because it's helpful and very apologetic of what I do. Of what I do to the deck, so, you know. That would be it for the stones. For spellcasters, we have Master, Protector, Maiden. I'm not playing Sage, just because I sought no need for Sage. I did also decide to play the King of D, because this card is very, very helpful. And then this build does have an extra deck this time, guys, because I thought the extra deck OTK was a little weird, because I bricked a bit when I had nothing to go into. I did decide to play Crusadia Draco, and then also, Night Dragolich. So Night Dragolich was the new thing that I added, and I added this just because it was nice and fun. But basically how this works is you go for an OTK by summoning him, because he'll make everything except for Chaos Max, because Chaos Max isn't affected by card effects. So he'll make everything have 0, and he'll switch everything to defense, and then have it all 0 defense, giving you an instant kill for Chaos Max Dragon. So that's what you do, is you go to Dragolich, and then you ritual summon your Chaos Max Dragon. I did also decide to play Incantation Talismandra, but this was the only incantation I played, because it was just there. Because of a special engine I'm running is the only reason I'm playing this. But it's a spell engine, so, you know. I also did decide to play Glow of a Bulb, and Eater of Millions. So these 2 are quite fun to play, you know. Quite fun level 1s to play. You get the rhyme there. Quite fun level 1s. For spells, we have triple copies of Trade-In. Best spell in the deck, in my opinion. I did decide to play only 1 Desires, and then 1 Cards of Cognizance. I am a strong believer of only the 1 of the 1-in-1 ratio of these 2, just because I actually saw this card more than I saw Desires. So that would be it for my draw engine. I also did decide to play double copies of Melody of the Awakening Dragon, just because, you know, I could, and then just something to play. Hey guys, was that say up there? Because off the camera, I know it's called Flick Clown, but off the camera it looks like something else. Looks like it says a different word, so, you know. I decided to bring that in just because I could. But I only decided to play double Melody, because I only saw fit for 2. I can only fit room for 2 in a 40-card deck. I also decided to play one copy of the Shrine just because I only saw a need for one, and one was all that I played. Only one bingo machine because I have a very small Chaos Max engine, so I could only play one. One Ritual Sanctuary. My God, guys, I'm very sorry about that pause. I'm very, very sick. At the same time as I'm up a little, I'm up late, and then I'm at the same time very, very sick, so I'm sorry if my voice is a bit raspy. I also did decide to play Foolish Burial, just because Foolish Burial is, good. If Premature Burial was in the game, it would for sure be at 3 in this deck. So now for my special engine, I did decide to play double copies of Creature Swap. So basically how this works is you special summon the Talismandra with its ability to special summon an incantation from the deck. But I only decided to play Talismandra, so I didn't have to special summon an incantation. So I special summoned him, and then I creature swapped to go in to switch one of my opponent's monsters with Talismandra. And then just swung over it with Chaos Max Dragon. So, and then won me the game. So, I also played Mind Control just because Tricksters, Bricksters are, die to this card. Just because that's how it usually goes. I did decide to play Chaos Form just at 1. That's it. I didn't play ARA just because I didn't have one. Otherwise, I definitely would have been playing it. But, so for my revival spells, I'm only playing 5 of double copies of Return of the Dragon Lords, 1 Reborn, 1 Rhapsody, and then only 1 Cry. That's all that's needed in my opinion. I cut Beacon of Light out of this deck just because it kind of sucks. Beacon of Light requires way too much damn setup if you want to it's only competitively good in the mirror match. So I'm only playing 1 Trap of Skill Drain. I didn't see Ultimate Creature Destruction very fit for this deck. So, yeah. That would be it for the main deck. 40 cards in the main. Almost nothing I would change. And then also another good creature swap target is Levianeer because he has 0 defense. So he's actually also another good creature swap target. So, so for the extra deck for Synchros, we have Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Double copies of this actually. 1 Gigantic Castle. 1 Scarlight. Double copies of Azure Eyes. I'm sorry about the different rarities here, just because I lost my other ultra rare one, but I did happen to have a secret rare one, so I put the 2 in here. So I'm really sorry about the different rarities. And for Link monsters, I have a total of 7 in the deck. Since it's a 15 card extra, I have a total of 9 of Link Karibo, of course. Nightmare Mermaid. I didn't decide to play Ibly, just because I saw no need for it. I did play Land Fornicus just for something to go into. When I had nothing to go into, I just went into this card. Double copies of Proxy Dragon. This card is another very fun card to play, just because you, So basically, if your Chaos Max would be, blown up by, getting swung over, you can just use Proxy Dragon's ability to destroy a card that's near it, because it's if a card, not the Proxy Dragon itself. I did decide to play Hip-Hoshin again, because basically our entire deck is light, except for our Dragolich, our Talismandra, our Draco, the Eater, and then Chaos Max itself, and then the Levianeer. I did decide to play Power Code Talker because he also went for OTKs, because OTK is basically the mainstay of this deck. I did decide to play Decode Talker as well, because Decode Talker is just free spell negate. And then I also played Griffin just because Griffin is probably the best Nightmare that I know of, other than Phoenix and Cerberus. And I didn't really want to play Phoenix and Cerberus, just because everybody knew that everybody would probably be playing them if people were playing them, so I didn't decide to play them. But that was how the deck works. And probably the best card in this deck, in my opinion, is Skill Drain. Like, Skill Drain is just auto win against Thunder Dragons. Like, Thunder Dragons is just auto win with Skill Drain, so yeah. That's basically like a self-destruct button, but it does